So real quick, I wanted to do some type of video on a piercing that I was researching like extra fucking hard. Just because simply I thought it was going to hurt like hell. I guess I really don't know what hell hurts like, and I don't want to find out, but that's not even what we're talking about right now. So let's just get to the point. Nipple piercings. As any person who's interested in something, they do their research on it. So I went on YouTube and Google and just looking for people to communicate with about said piercings because, I have multiple facial piercings. The typical stuff like the nose, the lip, the septum. I have gauges, which I don't have in right now. Ta-da. So pain is not really, piercing pain, as in like I'm consenting to my body being pierced with this needle. I sign to that. Yeah, that type of deal. It's not it's not it's not a bother to me. Like some people are like, oh my gosh, I can't take it. I kind of felt like nipple piercings would be crazy hard to even consider getting through. Like I told myself I would never get a tongue piercing, which I don't have, and I never will get one because I feel like that is probably one of the worst piercings simply because the pain is probably like fucking horrible, and it's your tongue, and yeah, that's just a whole setup for my ass. I just wouldn't do it. I said I would never get that, and of course the coochie piercing. I don't even have to think about not getting it because I know for fuck's sake I would never attempt to get that. That's just a little too extreme for me. But I did get my nipples pierced, and I got them pierced January. Oh, freak. I wish I had a calendar or something right in front of me. I am trying to figure out what today is. I want to say I got them January 18th. That was on a Saturday, if I'm not mistaken, 2020. Got them done at my local mall. That is young ladies who are heavenly. Oh, I did not say that right. I meant heavily. Yes, they were heavily too, but whatever. Heavily pierced. So they have all these extra piercings that are not typical. They have the really big stretch gauges and this, that, and the third popping off. So you're like, okay, these brides have had their run of the mill of piercings and pain, and they know what they're doing. So, which is why I trusted this place because, I've got I got my dermal done there, my Medusa done there. So yeah, I felt like my boobs were in good hands. So it's been about a week. This will be a week update coming up on Saturday. Today is Thursday night around 8:30 p.m. So yeah, this is an early week update, but we're going to just do a little bit of rounding. I got them done last Saturday. Saturday coming up will be my week update of getting them, and watching all the YouTube videos, they made me kind of bitch out and say, ooh, I might not be getting them. Or I might just be like, fuck it, I'm gonna just get one done and not get two nipple piercings. I'm just gonna get one. But I got there. Cause somehow my ass just ended up at the fucking mall, which is why, excuse me, which is why I knew I was gonna get something done. Cause I'm like, bitch, you just set yourself up. If you don't get something, then you just wasted time, energy, gas, all of the fucking above. You better get something. So I went up there and talked to the ladies, blah blah blah. You know, the typical. I only signed up to get one. I was still chicken at that point because I'm thinking the pain of the piercing and the aftercare is what also bothered me. I'm like, fuck, the aftercare is super extensive, and the healing is 6 months to a fucking year. I don't really want to be in pain for that long, nor do I want to have to deal with crusty shit around my nipples 24/7, you know? So I was like, well, I can just fucking around and just get one. And then if it's all crazy and if it's a lot of, you know, care that I have to give to it, then, you know, it's just one and not both that needs to be dealt with. So thing is, the chick wrote out my little paperwork, whatever, handed it to the cashier chick. She ringed me out for $80. I'm not really paying attention, but I was just kind of seeing the price. I didn't really know that was the correct price. It was not. I was being, I don't know, silly or something. The price came out to $80, and that was supposed to be for one piercing. So I'm looking like, it's $80 for this one piercing? But, you know, I didn't say nothing because I'm like, well, fuck, did I get some, like, special jewelry or something? Because knowing my ass, she could have said, yeah, we can give you this titanium, and then we can also do whatever they do to make it any color you want. And me, I'm thinking, well, shit, I said I wanted, you know, to get a different color with the titanium shits. So I'm thinking, well, fuck, maybe I paid for that plus that and some extra shit because I misunderstood something. So I just was like, well, oh. And then somebody came up and said, no, she's getting only one done. So it was really supposed to be like fucking $45 or something like that. So chick, the cashier, was like, oh, fuck, I can't really give you, because I paid with a card, of course. I can't really give you a refund for real. So she was talking about store credit, and I'm like, store credit? In my head, I'm like, store credit? I guess. You feel me? Because I'm just like, why can't I just get the bread back? You feel me? Can you just woo-woo? Like, it should be easy, right? So she had to call somebody at a whole different mall to see blah, blah, blah. So basically, if I was to do the refund, it would be like over a couple days, but it would still take all the money now, and I would have to wait a couple days to get the other half of it. I could either do that, or, so it wouldn't be an instant refund. It'd be like, I don't know when I'm going to get my money refund. Do that or get a store credit. So I'm just like, well, you know what? Fuck all that. I might as well just get both of them pierced, because I guess that's the reason why it was rang out the way that it was fucking rang out. It was telling me to stop wussing out. If you're going to do the shits, do the shits. So I just said, fuck it. I just go and get both done. So I got two different colors. I got, you know, purple and green. You feel me? I don't know. I thought they would look nice. I like them. So she measured them to see how long of a bar I would need. What did she do? You know, she ran down everything to me, and I was kind of talking to her and all the ladies up front before I actually went back there. And I was kind of like, man, what's the pain like? What's this? What's that? And they're like, oh, I got mine done. Oh, me too. It was like 5 or 4 chicks back there with their nipples and shit. So I'm like, y'all do these a lot here? And I was like, oh yeah, people come here and get their nipples pierced all the time. I'm like, well, oh fuck, I'm late then, huh? Well, let's do the thing then. So I go back. She of course, take off your shirt, take off your bra. I do all that. I lay down. She has an apprentice back there, so she's kind of observing and learning stuff. So I'm like, yeah, okay, fuck it, whatever. Couldn't take any videos. I did want to, but I guess it was store policy. So I said, whatever, it's fine. So the piercer, she was super fucking friendly. Her apprentice, super fucking friendly. The whole fucking, all the girls in the shop, they remind me of like some kind of one of those feel good high type of fucking movies where these white alternative chicks with all the piercings and colorful hair and just the cool girls but the not cool girls but the weird girls, and it was like one of them type of flicks because all these girls were just like a character. I feel like, I don't know, it was pretty cool though. So they were in a very good mood, you know. She had and then the other girl, she had hers pierced, but hers was stretched or something. So I said, well, damn, if she can stretch her fucking nipples, I can at least get something through these bitches. So let's go. So, you know, they were talking to me. She was like, you know, it doesn't hurt that bad, but the pain of it, just the instant, because you think it's gonna hurt, it's gonna be more of a shock. It's not like a oh my god type of pain. So, you know, the apprentice back there, she's like, you know, I have hands, you can hold my hand if you want to. I'm like, damn, is this gonna hurt that bad? And I was like, ah. So I grabbed the chick hand, deep breath in, deep breath out. And the initial pain, yes, it did hurt. But as soon as it hurt, like 2 seconds later, it just went away. It just went away. Just like every other piercing that I had, just went away. Like 2 seconds of intense pain. But at all the piercings that I've had, I would say the nipples is probably a little more intense of a pain. Only because obviously the nipples are thick. Well, mine are pretty thick. And you got to get a needle through it. So that initial pressure going into pain, it's like, oh shit, yeah, that was something right there. And see, I'm thinking the second one was gonna hurt even more, but the second one, it was a little more mild because I kind of knew what to expect. So I'm thinking, okay, it's gonna hurt just like that, or possibly a little more. Who fucking knows? But in reality, it just was turned down just a little bit. So 2 seconds of intense pain, for me that is, 2 seconds of intense pain. Oh shit, ooh. And then, oh, well damn, that wasn't that bad. You know, and her sliding in the jewelry, you felt that a little bit, but it wasn't like you were getting it pierced again or anything. You know, it wasn't it wasn't as bad as the majority of the videos I did watch made it seem. But that's them. It could have been really bad for them, but for me it was more like boom, done. And so far the aftercare has been like, shit, what aftercare? I swear it feels like, now I'm not gonna say there are because obviously they're not, but it feels like my boobs are like completely healed already. Like they're not really sensitive, they're not throbbing. Like, I was able to drive right after, seatbelt on, wore a little something over my chest or whatever, like a bag or something. Sometimes I would wear bras to bed just to be safe, and then sometimes I won't. Like, typically I don't wear anything, you feel me? So I would just lay in the bed, and then, but I typically sleep on my back anyway, so I'm not just rolling over on my fucking chest all the time. So it's like, I got the sea salt and the warm water, and I do that. Get in the shower, keep running it over the, you know, over the areas and stuff, and dip it in there. Do that. I don't put anything else on it. Like, I don't do anything differently, really. It's been no pain. It's been no pus. It's been no crust for real. I've just been really just leaving them alone. I haven't been touching them. I haven't been doing anything. I just leave them alone. They haven't really been hurting or even been feeling like anything for real. So, so far so fucking good, because I was kind of worried about like, fuck, that aftercare looks crazy. And I was thinking that, damn, it's gonna get caught on a lot of stuff, but it's really not getting caught on anything. Like, I haven't really bumped it too much. You know, it's like sometimes I forget they're fucking there. So I just wanted to share my can't call this a reaction video because you couldn't see the fucking reaction, but if you could, you'd be like, damn, I don't know if I want to get my things done either. But honestly, if you're a person who has piercings, then you already kind of know what you're in for if you're getting a fucking piercing, because a piercing is not necessarily fucking flowers and roses. It does kind of hurt. So if you're going into it knowing that there will be some pain there, but if you're somebody who already is aware of the pain and knows what it feels like or can remember what it feels like when getting a piercing or a tattoo for that matter. Tattoos don't hurt at all though for me, but getting something like that done, then getting a nipple piercing is not really anything serious, in my opinion. Because earlier today, like, I accidentally bumped it, and then like the little bar kind of slid through, just slid through, like, kind of easily. I haven't been like doing it, sliding it through or anything like that, because I'm just like, I don't want to touch it. I just want it to be left alone and do what it needs to do so it can be proper and how it's going to be. And everything's been fine, you know? So, if I had to rate the nipple piercing pain-wise, I want to give it a 7. 7 or an 8. That would be a really strong 7 and a really mild 8, because that pain, it did hurt. Like I said, all the piercings, all the tattoos, blah, 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 that I've had, that was probably the most pain. And I mean, the fact that you are naked, halfway naked at least, in a stranger's presence, and luckily I had female piercers who got theirs done, so they already know the what's up. It's already can be uncomfortable, but I just said, fuck it. Boobs are boobs. This is how I got them. This is what it is. This is what I want. And boom, let's get it over with. Let's get it done. Let's go. Got it done. Got over with. It was so fucking fast. Less than, when the piercing started, 5 minutes. I had to wait like an hour or so to get pierced. That's only because that particular spot is really, really busy. So they had hella people in on a Saturday trying to get pierced. So everybody had an hour wait time when they went to sign up. So it was fine. I did have like a little pretzels and shit and cheese and a fucking smoothie just to have on my stomach. I don't know why. I just thought, yeah, eat you a little something, get your nipples done, you'll feel fucking great. And you know what? As soon as I got them done, I called somebody. I was so fucking energized. I had so much fucking energy. Like, I was so fucking excited after that. It was like, yeah. You know, you make things to be so big and so scary, and then when you finally go through it, you get it done, you're like, wow, that was it? That's what I was scared of? That's with anything in life, though. That's with anything in life. So, nipple piercings, fucking fantastic. My 1 week nipple piercing 2020 fucking update. Good night.